Hi everyone, my name's Jocelyn and I'm here just to give you a bit of a demonstration on boolean techniques and how to use boolean search strings to get the information you're looking for in research. The area that I'm really interested in is Aboriginal Studies. That's a class of which I will be observing, and also they will be doing native title. They find it very difficult getting their heads around native title. Land and sea rights. So what I want to do is show you how I would use a basic search technique to get the information I'm looking for, and then onto a advanced search technique to see if I can really hone my skills and combine the information that I want to gain from inquiry-based learning as well as Aboriginal studies. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the Boolean term and. So we're going to go inquiry learning. See, already this is bringing up information for me, which is one of the interesting things about Google, is that it will bring information from previous searching that has happened, and that's definitely the case with this inquiry learning and secondary. Sorry, my spelling's not that good. Oh, there you go. And secondary schools. But we'll keep going because I'm really trying to push this computer to give me some information by using Boolean techniques. Okay, inquiry learning in secondary and Aboriginal studies and information literacy. Now, and should widen, should narrow the results so that what I'm looking for is any articles that would have those words in it. So let's see if we can find anything. Hopefully there might be something here. Oh, there you go. So straight away it brings up a whole pile of articles from Google Scholar, 958,000 results in 32 seconds. Inquiry approaches in secondary studies of society. Okay, it's not really what I'm looking. It does give a reference here to Aboriginal though. This is certainly something that I would like to look at, the scholarly articles later down the track. To Country, Kin and Cultures, Curriculum Press, Aboriginal Studies. So yeah, there's a few things here that really do look interesting. Secondary Education, Aboriginal Studies. Yep. So probably I will have to refine my search a little bit because I've got here Government of Alberta. So that's not really what we're talking about here in Australia. So you have those different cultural influences there. Integrated learning through inquiry. Aboriginal studies, Indigenous Australians today. Okay, stories, facts, beliefs and issues. So there's a few here. Aboriginal literacy gap in Australia. So there's a few here that I would explore after using that search string. But seeing as I'm here to show you whether it's possible to change any of this, I'm going to change the search string so that it should widen it when I use inquiry learning and information literacy. So it'll look for those words. Or I might go inquiry learning or information literacy and secondary and Aboriginal studies or native title. Let's see what happens. So this should widen the search. Yep, that's 1,200,000 results in 41 seconds, and I have to say that's pretty amazing that it can just bring up these results so quickly. Okay, it still brings us to some of the similar posts as before. Information literacy, yes, but it doesn't really bring out anything. There we go, Ontario. Once again, we have a problem here because of the fact that it's going to give us results from right around the world and may not necessarily relate to native title in Australia. So we've got the University of Western Australia. I mean, there's just so much here. I have to say, that's what I actually find really amazing about Google, is that you can get so much on it, and so, you know, you can really pick out some incredible sources, like what you can find. And it's not just because it's like Google Scholar is scholarly, but when you do Google, it's really, really interesting because you might pick up, say, some music from Arnhem Land, you know, which is singing about native title, or, you know, pictures and videos. So I really like the multimedia aspect. I just had to say that about Google. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, because as I said, there is a bit of an issue there with picking up stuff from First Nations from around the world. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to include another boolean technique, which is not. Now, interestingly enough, apparently in Google, it doesn't recognise not in capital letters. So what you have to do is you have to go to this, which is, sorry, I'll go a bit further, this minus sign, but it has to be buttered up against, there we go. Let's see what happens now. Will that make it more specific? 104,000 results. Well, that dramatically reduces it down. 104,000 results. Aboriginal Education Resource Guide, curriculum support. Perfect. That's the kind of thing I'm looking for. Okay, so school libraries and information literacy support. Master teaching, secondary. These are showing off some of the courses that they have. But it's got some information there, you know, which is related specifically to my curriculum area, so that's really honed it down. Now what I might do is just change it around a bit to see if we can just hone it in even more with our search of results, so that's more specific results. Because yes, we've still got the Google Scholar up top, and we have quite a lot of other stuff that you still have to go through, and some of it may not actually necessarily be related to what you're looking for. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to muck around with it a bit more, and so that we can just really get back to just seeing how we can use different Boolean techniques to yield different results. So what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to put in brackets, because brackets mean that with the equation that the words in the brackets get searched for first. I'm also going to do comma, inverted comma. It has to be an inverted comma, so that, there we go, information literacy, or guided inquiry, bracket, and native title. So we've established we really do need to put not Canada and not American, and we've put the commas in, the inverted commas, to kind of narrow the search a bit too. So with the commas, it finds the words in the commas. So here we go. Let's see what happens now. Right, 9,350 results in 0.27 seconds, which is not too bad. So we've got internet literacy and digital native civic engagement, internet skills. We've got some interesting stuff here on information literacy. So we've also got information pertaining to native title and to Aboriginal Australia and the issues around native title. So we've got a bit of a crossover there, which is not too bad, but I don't think we're going to find something specifically about native title and information literacy. We're just going to have to find information about information literacy and apply it to native title. Yeah, so what I want to do now is I know that I'm going to have to do look at different things that I'm not going to find it all in the one paper, alright? So I'm going to have to combine my research from information literacy and the references that I've shown you, and then put them with the more specific information that I have or will find about native title in Australia for my students. So as we've been told in guided inquiry, it's not specifically getting them to research a particular case, but it is getting them to look at different areas of native title. So they need to do the research on native title. So we're going to go native title, and as I said, that was the problem because they are confused about water and land rights. Okay, Canadian, American. Let's see how that goes. Okay, what's the difference between native title and land rights? Alright, areas that can be claimed in native title, so that's really getting us some specific information. What I am going to do, because there is an area which, one of the areas which might get them to have a look at, is also add Blue Mud Bay. Let's see what happens now. So we're really starting to hone it down now. We're really getting, determination of native title, Blue Mud Bay, and 107,000 results in 18 seconds. So it's really giving us what we are kind of looking for. I guess the only other thing is although Mandy didn't really want us to go to the advanced search, but as soon as I've got a couple of minutes here, I'll just, and water and land, right? See, it didn't actually put it in the way that I wanted it to go in. So none of these words Canadian American, so that's good there. But worth playing around with, I think. Numbers ranging from narrowing results, so you can really kind of try and narrow results down if you're looking at a broad area. Then you can have all these options for narrowing your results down. And also, I think the other thing I noticed about Google Scholar was that in terms of citations, I mean, I know there's criticism about, there's quite a bit of criticism which I've got on my blog about the use of citations in Google Scholar and also in Google itself about the popularity game where it just follows your search engine. So that's an issue where, what you're searching for, it will follow on your computer and will remember things. So I've put that down in my blog anyway, some of these other issues, but I've kind of run out of time now. So anyway, I hope that I have showed you that I understand there are different types of search strings that we can look at when we're searching, and using the search strings to force the computer to bring the results that we need to find as librarians. Then it's our little special bag of tools that we can use to help other teachers across the curriculum to find resources that relate to their subject area, and bringing in inquiry-based learning as a way of introducing some of those resources to them. Okay, thanks very much for your time. I'll speak to you later. Bye.